Why are elderly people dying of heart attacks after 70? Important insights for seniors. Did you know that heart disease is the #1 cause of death for people over 70? And the worst part? It's often preventable. Today we'll uncover why heart attacks are claiming so many lives in this age group and what you can do to protect yourself. Stay with me, you need to hear this. Welcome to Better Aging Advice for Elderly, where we share crucial health insights to help you live your best, healthiest life. If you or a loved one is over 70, this video is a must-watch. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications because we're diving deep into heart health and prevention today. You won't want to miss this. Over 70? You might be thinking, I've lived a long life. But why am I still at risk? The truth is, our hearts don't get any younger. As we age, we face an increasing risk of heart disease, but the reality is that many of these deaths could have been prevented. Heart disease accounts for about 1 in 4 deaths among older adults. That's more than any other health condition. As we get older, our bodies change in ways we can't always control. The good news is many heart-related issues can be managed and even prevented by making small but powerful lifestyle changes. It's never too late to start protecting your heart. So let's take a closer look at why this happens and what you can do to stay ahead of it. Have you or a loved one experienced heart-related health issues? Share your story in the comments below. We're all in this together. Why are heart attacks more common after 70? Let's explore the key causes. So, what's happening in the body after 70 that makes heart attacks so common? Let's break it down. Aging and arteries. As we get older, our bodies undergo changes we can't always control. One of the most significant changes involves our arteries. Over time, they lose elasticity, making it harder for blood to flow smoothly. Imagine trying to push water through a stiff hose. It takes more effort, right? Well, the same thing happens in our arteries. This increased resistance puts extra strain on the heart, forcing it to work harder to pump blood throughout the body. This strain is a major factor in heart disease and heart attacks as we age. Chronic conditions. Conditions like high blood pressure, diabetes and high cholesterol are much more common as we get older, and they play a huge role in the development of heart disease. High blood pressure can damage the walls of your arteries, making them more vulnerable to plaque buildup, a condition known as atherosclerosis. Over time, this buildup narrows the arteries, further restricting blood flow and increasing the risk of a heart attack. Similarly, diabetes leads to high blood sugar levels, which can damage blood vessels and make the heart more susceptible to problems. High cholesterol contributes to the buildup of plaque in the arteries, which, when combined with aging arteries, creates a dangerous recipe for heart disease. Lifestyle choices. But it's not just about age and medical conditions. Our lifestyle choices play a huge role too. Smoking is one of the most damaging habits, contributing to plaque buildup and narrowing of the arteries. It also increases blood clotting, which can lead to heart attacks. Poor diet, especially diets high in saturated fats, processed foods and sugar, can accelerate the progression of heart disease. And let's not forget physical activity. A lack of exercise leads to higher levels of bad cholesterol, high blood pressure and obesity, all of which are linked to an increased risk of heart attacks. Hidden risk factors. Things you might not know about. There are a number of lesser-known risk factors that can contribute to heart disease, particularly in seniors, and many of them are things we don't always think about. Let's take a look at some of the hidden threats that might be putting your heart at risk without you even realizing it. These factors are often overlooked, yet they can have a significant impact on heart health, especially as we age. Sleep apnea. Sleep apnea is one of the most common yet often undiagnosed conditions that significantly increases the risk of heart problems. Did you know that untreated sleep apnea can increase your risk of heart attacks by up to 30%? Sleep apnea is a condition where your breathing stops and starts during sleep, which deprives your body of oxygen and causes strain on your heart. The repetitive drops in oxygen levels can cause high blood pressure and an irregular heartbeat, both of which are major contributors to heart disease. What makes sleep apnea particularly tricky is that many people don't realize they have it. If you snore loudly, wake up frequently during the night, or feel extremely tired in the morning despite having a full night's sleep, you may be at risk. Sleep apnea is commonly associated with obesity, but it can also affect those of normal weight. Seniors often dismiss these signs as simply part of aging, but this condition can have serious long-term consequences for heart health. The good news is that sleep apnea is treatable. A sleep study can diagnose it, and if you are diagnosed with sleep apnea, using a CPAP machine, which helps keep your airways open during sleep, can significantly reduce the risk of heart-related issues. If you or a loved one are experiencing symptoms of sleep apnea, it's essential to consult with a healthcare professional for an evaluation. Loneliness and stress. Many people don't realize the immense impact that loneliness and chronic stress can have on heart health. Loneliness in particular is a major risk factor that is often overlooked. Studies have shown that loneliness can be as harmful to your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. When you're lonely, it can increase feelings of stress, anxiety and depression, which in turn elevate your heart rate and blood pressure. Chronic loneliness has also been linked to a weakened immune system, higher levels of inflammation, and an increased risk of heart disease. Stress, especially long-term stress, can be equally damaging to your heart. When you're stressed, your body releases cortisol and other stress hormones that increase blood pressure and cause inflammation, both of which contribute to the development of heart disease. Over time, persistent stress can lead to the narrowing of blood vessels, increasing the risk of heart attack, stroke, and other cardiovascular issues. While loneliness and stress can be particularly hard to avoid, especially in our later years, it's critical to find ways to reduce these feelings. Staying socially connected is one of the best ways to combat loneliness, whether through phone calls with family members, joining a local group, or even participating in online communities. Maintaining regular contact with others can significantly improve mental and emotional well-being. Additionally, managing stress through techniques like deep breathing, meditation, or yoga can be beneficial for your heart. These practices help reduce cortisol levels and lower blood pressure, thus reducing your overall risk of heart disease. Regular exercise is also a great way to combat both stress and loneliness, as it boosts mood and improves heart health. Medication side effects. As we age, many of us start taking multiple medications to manage health conditions such as arthritis, depression, diabetes, or hypertension. However, some of these medications may have side effects that can increase the risk of heart problems without you even realizing it. For example, certain pain medications, particularly non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs or NSAIDs like ibuprofen, are known to increase blood pressure, which puts additional strain on your heart. Some antidepressants, especially selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors or SSRIs, can also affect the heart's rhythm, leading to irregular heartbeats or arrhythmias, which can increase the risk of heart disease. Additionally, medications used to manage blood sugar levels in diabetics can sometimes have side effects that impact heart health. So it's important to review the medications you're taking with your doctor regularly. What's more concerning is that many people may not realize that their medication is affecting their heart. If you're on multiple medications, especially for long-term conditions, it's important to have regular check-ins with your healthcare provider to make sure they aren't interacting in ways that could be harmful. Be proactive about asking about potential cardiovascular risks when prescribed new medications, and make sure your doctor is aware of all the medications you're taking. Have you or a loved one experienced any of these hidden risk factors? Share your experiences or questions in the comments below. By talking about these lesser-known risks, we can help each other stay heart-healthy and informed. Together, we can take control of our health and age with strength. Warning: signs to look for. Knowing the warning signs of a heart attack is crucial, and it could save your life or the life of someone you love. However, many seniors don't recognize these signs until it's too late. In fact, heart attacks in older adults can sometimes present in ways that are subtle, misleading, or even mistaken for other less serious conditions. Recognizing the signs early is vital, as prompt action can make all the difference. Chest pain or discomfort. This is the classic symptom that most people associate with a heart attack. However, chest pain doesn't always feel the same for everyone, and it can sometimes be misunderstood. Intensity ranging from a dull ache to severe crushing pain. But here's an important point. Instead of a sharp pain, it could also feel like tightness, pressure, or fullness in the chest. Imagine area, don't ignore it. This could be a red flag. Shortness of breath and dizziness. Another warning sign to watch for is shortness of breath. Feeling winded or out of breath when doing normal activities, like walking to the mailbox or climbing stairs, is something many seniors might dismiss as getting older or just being out of shape. However, it can be a key sign of a heart attack. The heart is struggling to pump blood and oxygen to the rest of your body, which can cause a sensation of breathlessness. In addition to feeling short of breath, dizziness or lightheadedness can also occur. You might feel like you're about to faint, or that you can't maintain your balance, especially when standing up or walking around. This occurs because your heart isn't pumping effectively, which leads to a drop in blood pressure and causes the brain to receive less oxygen. If you feel unusually dizzy or lightheaded, especially alongside other symptoms, don't wait. This could be a critical sign that you need immediate medical attention. Fatigue and nausea. Fatigue is another often overlooked warning sign of a heart attack, especially in women and older adults. If you've suddenly started feeling unusually tired or weak, even after getting a good night's rest, it could be your body telling you something's wrong. Extreme fatigue may feel different than your usual tiredness, and it can persist for several days or weeks before a heart attack actually occurs. It can happen even if you haven't exerted yourself physically, and it's not something you can easily shake off. Alongside fatigue, nausea, or an upset stomach can also be early signs of a heart attack. You might feel like you have indigestion or that your stomach is upset for no obvious reason. This feeling of nausea or discomfort could make you think it's something minor, like food poisoning or a stomach bug. However, if you feel nauseous along with other symptoms like chest discomfort, dizziness or shortness of breath, it's time to seek help immediately. Four, pain or discomfort in other areas. While chest pain is the most well-known symptom, a heart attack can also cause pain in areas other than the chest. This could include the arms, especially the left arm, back, neck, jaw, or stomach. If you feel a sudden sharp or aching pain in any of these areas, especially if it's accompanied by chest discomfort or shortness of breath, it could be a warning sign that your heart isn't getting enough oxygen and is struggling. Often, the pain may not be localized to one area. It might radiate from the chest to other parts of the body. Some people also report feeling tightness or pressure in their jaw or back, which is why it's so important to listen to your body. If you feel any unexplained pain or discomfort in these areas, take it seriously and seek medical attention right away. Five, cold sweat or clammy skin. Another sign of a heart attack that many people overlook is breaking out into a cold sweat or experiencing clammy skin. If you suddenly feel cold and sweaty, even if the room temperature is comfortable, this could indicate that your body is in distress. Sweating occurs when the body is under severe stress, and during a heart attack, the body is working hard to maintain vital functions while oxygen levels drop. The body's fight or flight response kicks in, which can cause you to sweat profusely, even if you're not exerting yourself. If you suddenly feel clammy, cold, or break into a sweat for no clear reason, and it happens alongside any of the other symptoms listed, you should consider it a medical emergency. Six, lightheadedness, confusion, or fainting. If you feel confused, lightheaded, or like you're about to faint, this could be a sign that your heart isn't pumping enough blood to your brain. This lack of oxygenated blood flow can make you feel disoriented or weak, and in some cases, it could lead to fainting. If this feeling happens suddenly and without warning, especially if it's accompanied by chest pain or shortness of breath, you need to seek medical attention immediately. Have you or someone you know experienced any of these warning signs before? Share your story or thoughts in the comments below. The more we talk about these symptoms, the more lives we can help save. Stay safe and informed, because your heart health is worth it. How to prevent heart attacks after 70. The good news? You have the power to reduce your heart attack risk at any age. It's never too late to take charge of your heart health, and the steps you take today can make a big difference for the future. In this section, we're diving into 5 key ways you can protect your heart after 70. It might seem daunting, but with small, consistent changes, you'll be well on your way to a healthier heart and a brighter, more active future. Let's take a closer look at each of these steps. Tip 1. Exercise regularly. One of the most powerful ways to reduce your heart attack risk is through regular physical activity. You don't have to run marathons or go to the gym for hours. Simple, consistent movement can make all the difference. A daily walk, light stretching, or even dancing in your living room can keep your heart strong and healthy. In fact, just 30 minutes of moderate exercise a day can reduce your risk of heart disease by as much as 40%. Exercise helps keep your blood pressure in check, improves blood flow, and strengthens the heart. It also helps reduce stress, boosts your mood, and promotes better sleep, all of which are crucial for heart health. If you're just starting out, don't worry about trying to do it all at once. Begin with short walks or gentle stretching sessions and gradually increase the duration and intensity as your body becomes accustomed to the activity. The key is consistency. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. 21. 22. 23. 24. 25. 26. 27. 28. 29. 30. 31. 32. 33. 34. 35. 36. 37. 38. 39. 40. 41. 42. 43. 44. 45. 46. 47. 48. 49. 50. 51. 52. 53. 54. 55. 56. 57. 58. 59. 60. 61. 62. 63. 64. 65. 66. 67. 68. 69. 70. 71. 72. 73. 74. 75. 76. 77. 78. 79. 80. 81. 82. 83. 84. 85. 86. 87. 88. 89. 90. 91. 92. 93. 94. 95. 96. 97. 98. 99. 100. 101. 102. 103. 104. 105. 106. 107. 108. 109. 110. 111. 112. 113. 114. 115. 116. 117. 118. 119. 120. Do you get regular exercise? What's your favorite way to stay active? Let me know in the comments. Sharing your routine might inspire others to get moving too. Tip 2. Eat a heart-healthy diet. What you eat plays a crucial role in maintaining a healthy heart. A heart-healthy diet can help lower your cholesterol, reduce blood pressure, and maintain a healthy weight, all factors that lower the risk of heart disease. Focus on foods that support your heart. Incorporate plenty of vegetables, fruits, whole grains, and healthy fats into your meals. Foods like leafy greens, berries, and nuts are packed with antioxidants that protect the heart, while whole grains like oats and brown rice provide fiber that helps lower cholesterol levels. Cutting back on salt, sugar, and processed foods is key to maintaining a heart-healthy diet. Excess salt can raise blood pressure, while sugar and processed foods contribute to weight gain and increase the risk of diabetes, both of which can strain your heart. Additionally, healthy fats, such as those found in olive oil, avocados, and fatty fish like salmon, can reduce inflammation and promote heart health. If you can, aim for a Mediterranean-style diet, rich in vegetables, fruits, whole grains, and healthy fats, which has been shown to lower the risk of heart disease significantly. What's your go-to heart-healthy food? Share in the comments. Let's build a collection of nutritious food ideas together. These practices are not only beneficial for your heart, but can also improve your overall quality of life. Equally important is combating loneliness, which has been linked to an increased risk of heart disease. Whether it's through regular phone calls with family and friends, joining a community group, or simply reaching out to a neighbor, staying socially engaged can help reduce stress and elevate your mood. You don't have to do it alone. Take advantage of the support systems around you. How do you manage stress? Drop a tip in the comments to help others. It's important that we support each other in maintaining good heart health. Tip 4. Regular checkups. One of the most effective ways to catch potential heart problems early is through regular doctor checkups. Heart disease often develops slowly, and by the time you notice symptoms, it might be too late to prevent a heart attack. Regular checkups help monitor blood pressure, cholesterol levels, and other important health indicators, allowing your doctor to catch any issues before they become serious. Don't skip your doctor appointments, even if you feel fine. Regular blood tests, heart screenings, and wellness exams can give you valuable insights into your heart health and allow you to make adjustments before problems arise. If you have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, or other conditions that increase your risk, staying on top of your medical care can help keep these issues under control. If you're unsure about your heart health or when your last checkup was, make it a priority to schedule one today. Prevention is always better than treatment. When was your last heart checkup? It might be time for a routine visit. Share in the comments if you've scheduled or plan to schedule a checkup soon. Tip 5. Monitor medications carefully. If you take medications for any health conditions, it's important to monitor them carefully with the help of your healthcare provider. Some medications can affect your heart health in ways you might not be aware of. For example, certain pain relievers, antidepressants and medications for diabetes can impact blood pressure, cholesterol, or even heart rhythm. If you've noticed any changes in how you feel after starting a new medication, or if you're concerned about potential side effects, talk to your doctor. They can review your current medications, suggest alternatives, or adjust dosages to make sure you're not unintentionally putting your heart at risk. In addition, it's important to communicate with your healthcare team about all the medications you're taking, including over-the-counter drugs and supplements. Being proactive about your medication can help keep your heart healthy and reduce the risk of complications. It's never too late to make small changes that will have a big impact on your heart health. By incorporating exercise into your routine, eating a heart-healthy diet, managing stress, staying on top of checkups and monitoring medications, you can dramatically reduce your risk of heart disease and heart attacks after 70. Remember, the more informed you are and the more proactive you are about your health, the better your chances of living a long, active and heart-healthy life. Which of these heart-healthy tips are you going to focus on today? Drop a comment below to share your thoughts. Let's make this a community effort to take control of our health, one step at a time. Together we can make sure our hearts stay strong for years to come. Remember, heart disease doesn't have to be your story. With simple, everyday changes, you can live a longer, healthier life. It's never too late to start taking care of your heart. Every small step you take today is an investment in your future health and well-being. Together, we can make heart health a priority and ensure that you continue living life to the fullest. Which tip will you be trying today to protect your heart? Let me know in the comments below. Your feedback is invaluable, and I'd love to hear what changes you're making. If this video helped you, hit the like button to spread this important information with others. And if you haven't already, subscribe for more vital health tips that will help you age gracefully and confidently. Let's take this journey toward better aging together.